I'm doing this and I never even wanted my picture taken. He was very much in love with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
But there, in Italy, there was a little upper class, different classes, and she was upper class. And so my grandfather wouldn't allow it. So he came to the new country. He ended up in New Rochelle. How? I don't know. See, because I was young when he passed away. And he had moved a huge house because he needed a lot of ground for the trucks, because he had, I don't remember how many, I wouldn't remember, but just what they told me, about 5 or 6 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And so he moved this house from another part of New Rochelle, moved it to this area of 6th Street where there weren't a lot of homes, and because he needed a yard in the back where he had built all the trucks. So he was really doing very well. He went there to pick up my mother. My grandfather said, you can't, my grandfather was really a tall, one of those men. And he said, you can't take her. Can't let you go alone. I can't let her go alone with you. So he said, if you want her, you have to take the whole family. Which he did. He took that family plus her sister and her brother and her mother and father. We were 6 altogether. But my mother took this other boy in because when she was pregnant with me, this, as I said, this man who's very distantly related was going to give the child away, a boy. Mm-hmm. And we were, when he was born, we were less than 4 months apart. But she had so many kids already, and my sister took care of him mostly. I imagine, this is what they told me, I don't know. And we were extremely, extremely close, and that's how I got close to sports. We played everything, and I tried to copy everything he did.
Well,
roller skating, whatever he did, he jumped over things, I would jump over things. My mother got sick. She was sick for 3 days and passed away. She went to a private hospital, and the doctor had said earlier that she had a touch of sugar diabetes. Mm-hmm. But when she went to the hospital, the doctor was sick and the son took over. And she died during the night, so she died immediately. She wasn't sick more than 3 days. And my then was around. He was depressed. He'd go in the basement and all that. He'd stop at the cemetery every day. And then his brother got pneumonia, then he got pneumonia. And that's when around penicillin time. And I don't think he wanted to live anyway. So my brother was there with my sister-in-law, and they were leaving, and he was calling my mother's name, and he passed away. It's like he saw her. So that was only whatever. He sat there and watched her, and he would do anything for her, but they worked together.
Yeah.
She was used to making things up north. But see, she also went to, I don't know what you would call it, dress designing school and stuff, but she made all of our clothes, the boys and the girls.
Huh?
And I must have taken after her because I ended up doing the same thing. We stayed there, and then I went to my aunt's lots of times. It was very close to my aunt, my mother's sister. And she would do anything for me and stuff. Well, she complimented me one day as I was getting older. She had to go have her will made. So she says, I want Mary to come with me. And I said, why? She said, because you won't tell anybody. What you have to remember is I was 13. There was such a difference in our ages with my sisters and brothers. My sisters used to go out at night. I would be home alone.
Yeah.
My brother, who's the closest to me, went to the boys' club, but he would be home like 9:15, and we always played games and cards, and we were extremely close up, and even when he was married and very, very close. The families were close, you know, because Johnny and I were like brothers and sisters. When did I meet my husband?
Yeah.
My husband was always there and I never liked him. I didn't like him at all. Didn't want anything to do with him. I tell you what, he asked me if I would go, we used to go on picnics. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of girlfriends and, you know, a lot of my friends. My girlfriend's parents were extremely good to me. And so well, his brother used to come on the picnics with us, you know, with just friends and stuff. And so he said to me one day, when am I going to be invited? I said, I'm not inviting you. He said, well, I want to come. I said, well, then you could come and stay with Helen. We don't stay with anybody. We just had a lot of fun. But I just said that because I don't want him to be with me. See, I lived in, my sister lived in Connecticut, Darien, Connecticut. And I lived in New York, and I used to go back and forth, you know. But I also had a job in Connecticut. I worked for, Vogue Patterns, and I was with the designers. And so we went out, and he took me to, well, not in the beginning, but afterwards, because he felt, and he was right, we needed to talk. So we went to an outdoor movie or so, and we talked. We didn't watch the movie, we just talked a lot. And I got to know him more. He got, well, whatever. And we were married within 5 months. I didn't want to get married because I was having a good time anyway. You know?
So you was basically...
The reason why I got married is because I wanted children. I wanted a child right away, and I did.
Okay.
And so when we moved to New Rochelle, we couldn't find any rooms because it was right after the war. That was in 1950. Couldn't find rooms. And I was in Connecticut, and he says he couldn't find anything. You had to share it with people. I'm a private person. I don't want to share anything like that. And so finally he found rooms up in the attic. But we fixed it up really cute. It looked like a little dollhouse.
Yeah, there's
we were all going to be Karens and all of that stuff. But then we had a baby, and then we moved to a larger apartment.